There once was a city, Albany, with winters as cold as can be. By the Hudson River it stands tall, near the grand New York State Capitol and all, a capital proud as can be. Once was a school in Albany town, where purple and gold earned renown. With books late at night and Great Danes in sight, their knowledge just kept leveling up, not down. Here sits Malik, age 23, whose charm shone as bright as could be. A meteorology major forecasting like a sage, sir with brains and a smile, wild and free. Malik lay still as the night softly crept, while the whole quiet world around him slept. In dreams he returned to days brightly burned, a child with no burdens to keep. Here she was, a woman so mad, who hated the noise that kids had. With a broom in her hand, she'd chase them off land and shout, "You're a cad!" This woman, blazing with ire, whose temper burned hotter than fire, she marched back through rows, crushed petals and throws, and vowed to reduce it to pyre. He rose up out of bed, feeling unnerved. What the hell? A city so bright, where taxis streamed by day and night, from Times Square's glow to Central Park down below, New York never sleeps. What a sight! Down in Canarsie by the bay's gentle breeze, where the L train rolls slow with a wheeze, stoops buzz in the night, under street lamp lit light, and the blocks hum with old Brooklyn ease. A lot has changed in Canarsie over the years. Gentrification took over like a tidal wave, swallowing everything in its path. A land developer walked through an abandoned garden. He had big plans for the place. Just then he glanced a mysterious stranger walking directly at him. "Ma'am, are you lost? Do you need help? Should I call someone for you?" She jammed a pair of garden shears into his chest. She walked off into the night, feeling satiated and leaving him buried up to his chest. The soil soaked in his blood. The air reeked of death. Golden light spills soft and low, over Albany aglow. The Hudson shimmers bright in the hush before the light, as dawn paints the sky in a warm amber glow. Here is Malik, whose goodbye felt tender and sleek. He kissed his girl slow, not wanting to go, then drove off, his heart feeling weak. He felt a little apprehensive about going home. It's the first time he's been back since he went away to college. He spoke with friends and family, so he heard the place changed up a lot since he's been away, but something bothered him. That peculiar dream about the garden stirred up a lot of emotions and drudged up a lot of memories. He pushed aside any troubling thoughts and ingested the sights as if he were a tourist. Everything looked so different. Malik couldn't believe this was Fulton Street. There used to be a pizza shop over there. Good old Canarsie gleamed underneath magnificent sunlight. It still appeared the same over here, but there were new shops along the thoroughfare. It felt so weird being back. He drove down Glenwood Road. Malik was headed to the spot to meet up with the old crew. It all looks the same, but so different. They used to have an awning. It was good seeing everyone again. Nobody lost their hair or got fat. This is Drayton. Dre for short. He used to be spoiled, still kinda is, but he found his art in DJing. Malik wasn't showing off, but spoke about how good things were going for him. Jalen wasn't trying to hear him, though. He felt some type of way that Malik would just leave the way he did. Malik immediately spouted an expletive, bringing up the temperature of the room. Tasha stood up, playing peacemaker. Despite her efforts, Jalen remained upset, so much he had to leave. He couldn't understand how everyone's so accepting to Malik's return. By the time Jalen reached home, he was able to cool off a little bit. Good thing too, because he's got a new freelance job he's working. He runs a true crime blog and needs pictures for the site. The newspaper said something about a body. Meanwhile, over on Conklin Avenue, near Rockaway Parkway, Brianna finished the income spreadsheets. She spent the next 3 hours on those damn income spreadsheets before leaving for the night. As Brianna locked up for the night, someone approached from behind. She turned around just as the hooded stranger unshrouded himself. What the hell? It was only Malik. He didn't mean to frighten her, but he wanted to talk. He offered her a ride home, and she politely accepted. The vehicle cruised down Rockaway Parkway. Malik expresses he regrets leaving so suddenly, but he felt like he had no choice. He also expresses he regrets that fateful day all those years back. Brianna looked out the window and also expressed some regret. In Canarsie was Remsen Avenue's lane, where city life pulsed through each vein, with homes in line and streetlights that shine. It echoed both joy and some pain. Jalen made his way to the back of the lot, where he encountered several mounds of dirt. They were planning to extend one of the structures and also build another communal green space. But seeing that the developer was found murdered, they might put a hold on that. As Jalen took pictures of the crime scene, a mysterious stranger crept up behind him, wielding some sort of soil auger. Now he's pushing up daisies, and there she goes, off into the night. The strip over on Avenue D between Foster and Remsen Avenues was unusually quiet. Sunrise so bright chased away shadows of night, with gold in the sky and birds so high it painted the world full of light. Malik was bold at dawn, with Brianna beside him, half yawned. There once was a breakfast so bright, with pancakes stacked golden and light, eggs sizzled with cheer, crisp bacon drew near, and coffee made mornings feel right. Brianna answered her phone and immediately couldn't believe what she was hearing. Pandemonium, chaos, and then finally, Jalen's dead. The Avenue L promenade bustled with people. But not too far away, trouble stirred. The body of a young black male was uncovered from the dirt with a traumatic stab wound. Tasha couldn't get close enough to confirm, but the rumors of Jalen's demise pervaded. Everybody called his phone several times, but received no response. Still, they reserved hope because it's not like he's not answered his phone before. But their fears were confirmed with an awful wail that pierced the air and their hearts. Once was an afternoon so bright, with streets full of color and light. Cars hummed in a stream, vendors called out their theme, Canarsie buzzed with life. The supermarket was packed, but real talk, Jeff didn't want to be here. He got some bad news earlier and just wanted to go home. Jeff decided to take a quick smoke break. When this weirdo shows up to do something savage, presumably. She walked up to him and stood there for a moment before he acknowledged her presence. "What the hell?" he uttered. He didn't have a chance to act before. She roasted him like a marshmallow, and then stormed off, leaving his remains to smolder. Once were three friends in despair, who felt their lost brother everywhere. They spoke to the air, held memories with care, but grief was too heavy to bear. Tasha couldn't believe Jalen was gone. Last they spoke, they had words, but Malik cared. How could this have happened, he thought. I gotta get back to the office. I'll call you guys later. Brianna got up and rushed off. They couldn't just sit there, so they decided to go get something to eat. I feel bad that the last time we spoke, we argued about some bull. None of that is important. We just have to remember the good times. I shouldn't have run away like that. I should have stayed. Welcome to Remsen Villages, a sprawling, high-end, futuristic concept. Malik and Tasha spent the next few hours getting reacclimated with each other. They spoke about a plethora of topics, but shared occasional pauses, not to stir up the past, but being here made things stir. Malik couldn't believe how much the place changed. There used to be homes here, and now it's a commercial space. I mean, people live here too, but there used to be streets and houses and kids playing touch football in the street. This is where it happened. Come on, let's get out of here. Tasha sensed Malik's anxiety about being here. Later on was a sunset in Canarsie that painted the sky bold and glossy. Oh wow, check these two out. For some time now, this is the first time Tasha felt good. Elsewhere, another body was discovered behind a food town. According to initial reports, it was suspected to be an employee. Of course, they all called Jeff's phone, and of course, he didn't answer. They decided to go do a little digging. Something was going on with their circle. Malik suggested someone reach out to Dre. Brianna dialed his phone and got him on the second ring. Drayton claims he was busy. She could hear the music in the back and knew he was at the club. She insisted this was serious and he should rally up at her house. Dre assured he would call her back, but he had to go. There go Dre scratching the mix. Uh-oh, how the hell'd she get up in here? Meanwhile, a few blocks away, Tasha, Malik, and Brianna convened at Brianna's place. Wait, what's this? Why she got her hands all over him? Why they all chummy like they slept together or something? Brianna immediately confronted them and asked if they did anything. When Tasha and Malik exchanged glances, she already knew what the deal was. The trio began bickering relentlessly. "You son of a bitch," Brianna reprimanded. Meanwhile, at the club, the lights dipped low, bodies swayed. In rhythms that begged to be played, hands wandered just right through the pulse of the night in a game where no one delayed. Dre was a DJ, oh so slick, who blended each beat double quick. The crowd moved as one from dusk until sun. His records kept dance floors packed thick. Tonight was DJ Drayton on the spin, who ducked out mid-set with a grin, to a bathroom so grim, with lights growing dim, and a smell that could punish a sin. Dre was a man unaware, who strolled without taking much care. A shadow drew near, whispered sharp in his ear, then struck from the dark with a glare. Meanwhile, not too far across town, Malik didn't want to go home. He should have gone home, but the night was, okay, a little mature, but he didn't feel like going home. He couldn't believe Brianna got so mad. They weren't exclusive. Okay, maybe back in high school, crushing a little bit, but nothing substantial. She didn't have to spaz like that, but later for her. There once were the New York Knicks, so bold, with a lead that looked solid as gold, but they fumbled the pace, let it slip in disgrace. Now it's same old, fans are told. This one was a part of Heat Nation, so he knew where this game was headed. So he invited some breezies he knew from around his way, over to chill and a play. At some point, them dropping to an even lower place didn't even matter. Okay, they're getting real cozy. Once again, trouble brewed at the Remsen villages. Somebody found Dre's body, and now the detectives were here to find out what happened. Meet Detective Lacey. She immediately knew something was amiss. They needed to get back to the bullpen. This was the third crime scene. They've been 2 within the past 24 hours. 2 out of the 3 were found at the back lot of Remsen villages. But what was also peculiar was 2 of the victims were friends. The detective cross-referenced, and it didn't take long for her to uncover pivotal information. Let's follow the evidence, seize where it takes us, and we can tell the bosses about everything in the morning. Meanwhile, across town, Malik finally decided to go home and gave her a ride. It wasn't safe for her to take the subway or bus this time of night. When he pulled up to her front gate, she invited him up to her apartment. The next morning, as the nascent sun rays lit the sky, Malik walked down the street to his ride. As he approached, Malik noticed something on his windshield. What the hell is this? Who put this here? Malik shot a worried glance down the street. Perfect. Meanwhile, over in Canarsie, Tasha emerged from her bedroom to some awful news. But if she only knew her fate was sealed too, she would be running about now. Brianna also saw the awful news about Dre. She was beginning to think. When Malik arrived home, he was beat. He just wanted to jump into the shower and go to sleep. But he was greeted by 2 detectives asking questions about the incident from years ago. I mean, yeah, I was there, but that was a construction accident. There are incongruences in your stories. Is there anything you can remember from back then to assist with our investigation? I already told you guys everything I know. Can we do this later? I'm just getting in. We can make you comfortable down at the precinct. The precinct for what? I didn't do anything. I'm just trying to go home and sleep. Well, excuse the hell out of us for messing with your beauty rest. Should we come back? There's no need for the aggression or sarcasm, Detective. We done. 2 of your friends have been murdered. We're just trying to get to the bottom of things. And I already told you everything I know, Detective. If you don't mind, I gotta get going. Malik pivoted and walked away. I definitely say we keep an eye on him. Why'd those damn detectives have to come around? Rousing all sorts of feelings and thoughts. Malik wishes he could have been honest with the detectives, but he didn't want to get in trouble. Meanwhile, a few blocks away, it was a beautiful day, so everyone was outside. The tax office was crowded as usual. Brianna saw the news and desperately tried to get in contact with her friends to no avail. The street was full of cops and onlookers. In a shadowed yard lay a scene that was gruesome and scarred, strung up like a scarecrow, her insides scattered about. It looks like someone is knocking off those kids. We have to find out who is doing this. Who's next? Hold on a sec. Brianna was happy she could help this couple get a maximum refund. She owed the state a lot of money and wasn't happy about it. This woman just wanted someone to talk to. Whoop, whoop. That's the sound of the police. Hi, I'm Detective Lacey, and this is my partner. We need to speak with you for a moment. Speak to me? Speak to me about what? About what happened at Green Haven. Can we go somewhere private? Green Haven? Oh God, why are you asking about that? I'm sorry to inform you, but Tasha is dead. Brianna immediately broke into tears. Talk to us, we can help you. We've gone through eyewitness reports and noticed holes in your stories. We believe you're being targeted, but can only help if you talk to us. It was a foggy night 15 years ago. They were way younger and got into all types of adventures, but this one changed their lives forever. They all split up. Malik and Brianna ended up in another portion of the greenhouse. What the hell is all this? Smell like a bag of ass. Brianna continued forward. Brianna got to a back room and saw something horrifying. She quickly ran away, but accidentally knocked over a heating lamp. They wanted to put it out, but it was too late and spread. Gosh, it was an honest-to-God accident. No one was supposed to get hurt. You're gonna have to come to the precinct with us for a little more invasive questioning. I have to go meet up with this informant. They may have information on the case. Go ahead, I'll take her to the precinct and start the questioning. Place her in PC as well. That's a good idea. After I meet up with my informant, I'll go to Malik. Detective Lacey walked down Rockaway Parkway on the phone with her sitter. A detective, relentless and keen, going to an informant where all could be seen, in daylight so bright. They spoke low, not loud, while truth slipped between what they'd mean. Detective Lacey was on her way, but decided to make a quick stop. Busy working on these cases so much she's been in these funky clothes for 2 days. A quick shower was in order. Oh shoot, where the hell did she come from? The deadly assailant crept up on the detective wielding a sharp gardening trowel. Struck like a black mamba. The sun was setting on another day. The streets appeared quiet. The residents of Canarsie prepared for an uneventful night. Well, some of the residents. Malik awoke from a deep slumber. He went to use the bathroom real quick and then came back to his phone. He noticed several missed calls from Brianna and went to call her back, but saw this stranger standing in front of the house. Why the hell is she standing there? Malik jumped into some clothes and went outside, but by the time he arrived, she was gone. Suddenly, he heard his car alarm going off. He walked over and couldn't believe it. His tires were flattened. 2 of the tires were slashed and 1 was just flat. Malik couldn't believe this shit. And they smashed his windshield too. Malik looked around frantically, wondering who is messing with him. Malik went a few blocks over to the Remsen villages. He trudged through the dirt. Malik continued forward and thought he was seeing things. But he wasn't. There were makeshift graves there, with some of his friends' names on them. But then he saw something else. He couldn't believe what he was seeing. Brianna and some of his other friends dangled like keychains. Malik was shocked, couldn't move, but sensed he wasn't alone. He was so mad, a flood of emotions overswept him. She sauntered forward with not a care in the world. She flipped her hood back and he was shocked at her true identity. Oh shit, it was the detective. "You dumb bitch, I'm going to fucking kill you!" "You sure about that last part, bitch boy?" He was stunned by the gun. "Why are you doing this?" "Because you deserve it. Because you all deserve it." "Deserve what? What'd I do to you? What did any of us do?" You lied. You lied about the fire. Y'all started it." "I'm truly sorry. We didn't mean to hurt anyone, I swear." She didn't give a fuck about his apology. Malik felt like he was hit by a fireball. He ain't dead, but she knows she hit him. He's never been shot before. This shit hurt like a mug. She continued forward, determined to kill him. He wasn't going to get away with this. He couldn't stay here. He had to move. She was getting closer. "You're not going to get away from me." Malik trudged through the dirt, arm burned like a 5-alarm fire. He lay low in the dirt so she couldn't see him. "I'm going to fucking kill you!" Malik kept as quiet as he could, but he had to keep moving. "Get your fucking ass out here!" She thought she heard something. He moved again. She was out for blood. Malik pulled out his phone and dialed for help. "Maybe if you had been honest from the start, I might have had some mercy for ya, punk ass. You will pay for what you've done, and then use you to fertilize my garden." He was still on the phone with the operator, but quickly had an idea. "Ha! Gotcha, bitch. You thought you was gonna get the drop on me, huh?" Malik got the drop on her and... Malik walked away and was relieved when he heard sirens. It didn't take long for the neighborhood to turn into a circus. All the major news circuits were on scene. Malik was distant because all his friends were dead. Meanwhile, law enforcement expected to find a body but found a pool of blood. The detective was confused and ordered an APB. Malik rode silent under ambulance light, eyes hollow, no spark left to fight. His friends were all gone, their laughter withdrawn, yet life stretched ahead, dim but bright. It's been 4 weeks since that harrowing night, but here now the sun shone nice and bright. Graduates stood tall in the sun, their long years of studying done, with a cap in the air and proud family there. They stepped into life, just begun. Malik beamed from ear to ear when he received his degree. The commencement proceeded rather quickly, good thing. Several eyes were starting to close. Oh crap, look who it is. You didn't think this was over, did you?